Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XDC and I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend as well. So Iningio's digital original document invention behind the trace original solution is recognized by the U.S. under patent number 11,233,657. Iningio is proud to announce that it has been awarded new patents for the digital original document invention behind Iningio's trace original solution. The patents were issued by the United States Patent and Trademark Office on January 25, 2022, and by the Republic of Singapore on July 26, 2021. Here's what I think's going on. Like we just watched happen with Ripple and partners of Ripple being tied in with Fed now. All of a sudden, we see how everything comes together. I think the same thing is happening with trade going digital in the U.S. I think a lot of groundwork is already being put in place. We're not getting the announcements yet, though, but they will be coming. XDC network ecosystem. And let me tell you, XDC has one of the best, well-rounded ecosystems in all of crypto. Yet it is being so overlooked by so many people. But I want to talk about the wallets, because every time I make an XDC video, people always say to me, where should I store my XDC? I don't like to make those decisions for anyone. I still have my XDC on Ledger. I never took those Ledger updates. In fact, I'm going to get a Decent wallet so I can move my XDC off of Ledger because I just don't trust it anymore. But again, right there's a nice list of wallets that you can choose from. And this is coming off of the XDC website. What about exchanges? Because people always ask me, where should I buy my XDC? I use Uphold still. But now they allow you to actually move your XDC. But there's a lot of other places you could buy XDC as well. They're listed right there. And you know, now's the time you definitely don't want to be storing your crypto on exchanges because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes at those exchanges at all. Who knows which exchange is going to fall, especially now with what's going on with BlackRock coming into crypto. And I think Gary Gensler actually went after Binance and Coinbase to clear the way for BlackRock moving forward. Exciting news. Prime Numbers Labs ecosystem is thrilled to announce our collaboration with the XDC network, Xinfin Official. With our expertise and support, we aim to expand and enhance the XDC ecosystem, making it even more prosperous and impactful. And that's what you want. You want more growth on the network because that shows you how the network is evolving, especially when enterprise starts to really come on board. So in line with this, Prime Numbers Lab is proud to manage the ETH Barcelona event representing the XDC network, contributing to the growth of the XDC community in Spain. So I'm sure we'll probably get a lot of announcements coming from that in the future. Sometimes it doesn't need detailed graphics to express something, as in the case of XDC. Let's dive into speed, green technology, use cases, security, cost, institutions, and more. This is actually an old chart. I remember this from a while back. But that's what's great about XDC. It's so well-rounded. And enterprise is definitely going to choose this network because they make it so easy for legacy systems to come on board into blockchain and go digital and move forward and expand and grow. And what do they always want? They want speed, they want cheap, and they want security all at the same time. XDC Santander takes stake in Comgo to bolster digital trade finance offering. So we are still waiting to integrate with Voltron, R3 Corda, and Comgo, Hyperledger, Besu. Both these platforms have a good original network with a consortium and banks. TradeFinex aims to connect them using the middleware built on XDC protocol to aggregate data from various origination platforms for secondary market trades. And again, this is still starting to grow, but you're starting to see the expansion now. You start to see where this is headed, and you have to base it on facts. A lot of people, they talk about trade being massive and growing into a multi-quadrillion dollar industry. But let's look at the now. Why is XDC not moving in price now? That's what you got to stick to, the facts around it. And I think once the market starts to move, XDC is going to be a winner in the next run. Because I think moving forward, we're going to see a lot of things happen based on utility and use case, which XDC has a ton of. How smart contracts work on the LawBlocks platform and how they streamline legal agreements. LawBlocks, built on XDC network, is at the forefront of the legal law revolution, leveraging smart contracts to transform how legal agreements are executed. Another real-world use case. And there's a lot of them tied to XDC. And then even after you see the new financial system roll out, Metaverse is still going to grow and expand. NFTs are still going to grow and expand at the same time with utility and use case. Then you got to start looking at games being built and them growing and expanding at the same time. And then think of new technology such as this right here, tokenization. Tokenization on the Xinfin official XDC network provides a game-changing solution for asset ownership, offering a myriad of benefits such as increased liquidity, fractional ownership, and accessibility. Fractional ownership is great around real estate because it allows people to buy a part of a house instead of going out and buying a whole house. I know so many people that are invested in real estate and they complain all the time. Oh, the neighborhood that this house I have is sitting in is starting to go south, and I gotta start looking for better tenants, or they have tenants that don't pay the rent, or they're fixing the house because the tenants are destroying the houses at the same time. But investing this way is so much better because you're just buying into one property. If you see it starting to go south, you pull your investment out and invest in a different house without having to sell the house, go through closing costs and all of that. It's so much easier today, and it's going to get easier moving into the future. And everything is going to be tokenized around you. There's going to be other things to invest in. And there's going to be better opportunities in the future at the same time. It is a very good time to be in crypto. I'm so glad I got in when I did. Think about the people that still haven't came into crypto, that will come in later, years down the road. We have such a great head start. And you know what else is great about being in crypto? You get to see how everything throughout the world is pushing ahead, how things are happening behind the scenes, that the normal people out there that don't have a clue, they just go on with about their day, their normal routine. And here, a whole new revolution is being built from the ground up. XDC, Sarath Sengupta, when he was managing director and global head trade portfolio FI and sustainability at HSBC. Take a listen to this because he talks about digitization and fintechs.
Hi, I'm Surat Sengupta. I head trade portfolio and distribution and financial institution trades for HSBC globally. I mean, trade, in a way, is the last frontier from a digitization perspective, because if you look at it, payments has completely been digitized. Now it's happening in trade, and it's both on the origination side as well as on the distribution side. And that's inevitable. You cannot have the systems, the paper, the processes of yesterday and be fit for today. We need to do it in a much more seamless manner. We need to do it in a much more standardized manner. And what better to make it seamless and standardized than have technology, underlying technology, sort of helping us do it. It's a great thing that fintechs came into this space because they've seen the necessity. Initially, there was this whole talk about banks versus fintechs. I think that sort of didn't last too long. It's now banks and fintechs. So fintechs can, for example, come up with certain technologies faster, but they can't have the adoption unless banks are collaborating with them. So I think it's a healthy ecosystem that is evolving, and I think that will just become far more entrenched. Technology will be completely entrenched in everything that we do in trade finance going forward.
It will be entrenched. In other words, it's not going anywhere. It's the future, and that's what you're invested in, the future of digital trade. And the banks are going to come on board one after another, and they're all going to work together. And at the heart of all of it is going to be what we hold, XDC. House of Lords approves UK crypto bill. So it looks like over in the UK, they're already getting a head start on the US. They're ready for crypto to evolve into the next level. They're giving that regulatory clarity so crypto can succeed. While here in the US, it's being crushed out by the SEC and anti-crypto politicians at the same time. I think we're going to see everything happen so fast in the UK, and it's going to take years for the US to catch up. But it's nice to see that happen, because when I talk about XDC, and because we're so early to XDC, I have to point out the facts that laws are just now getting put in place. The next step is adoption. After that, we start seeing the major price movements on this cryptocurrency. Trade finance gradually and then suddenly, kind of like a flip of the switch moment. Once trade all throughout the world goes live, goes digital, and then goes live, that could be the flip of the switch moment for XDC. All of a sudden, you start seeing XDC spike up in price, and you're wondering why. And that's because now trade is live in this country, in that country, in the US, and the EU, and it's going to expand and grow year over year. That's why I always tell you, it's a great time to come into crypto right now. We're buying these cryptocurrencies at rock bottom prices. People in the future are going to wish they could come back to this time right now and buy more. We are set up perfectly in crypto. We're not too late yet. But once trade goes digital, you will be too late. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.